down, first loss for the Rise this season. Kind of what are your overall thoughts on the match today?
I love the fight. I love the rebounding. It's a game of mistakes, but we kept rebounding and rebounding. There was no long runs. I think a lot of teams can crumble and start playing in ways that aren't acceptable, and we never get that low. We always kind of stay up no matter what's happening. So I like the fight, but there were just some opportunities that we had to close out matches, and we didn't. Yeah.
I know. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
How difficult is it to close out a match when it gets to that? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
it seems pretty difficult, but I don't really know. So.
Yeah. It's difficult, but in the past 3 games that we played, we have done it and we've made it look easy. So I think I was expecting that this game from us. Obviously, Omaha made it harder, but I still think that we're good enough. The way that we pass, the way that we run our offense, we're more than good enough to score when we have set point and a good pass.
Sure. What did they do well after the first set when you guys won? What did they do to kind of change it up?
I think that they turned up their offense. They were getting a lot more dig to kills. I think we were dealing with their service pressure well, but I think it was more us than them, I think.
It seemed like the second set really ended up being the turning point, obviously with 7 set points there towards the end, lots of long rallies. It seemed like Omaha's defense really made things tough for you there.
Yeah, and I think that definitely the little schedule we've had in the past maybe affected us in this game, but we need to be resilient enough so that no one can tell that we just played a game a day ago.
So this 4-set match was almost as long as a lot of 6-match sets. How did you feel during those middle 2 sets when they were going along?
I don't know. The adrenaline for me keeps me up, so I felt normal even though it was going long. But I think after the game, I'm definitely gonna feel the length of the game.
What can you say about the crowd again? I mean, another pretty good turnout here.
Yeah, that was one thing that I really wanted to win this for, just because we're very, very thankful for them coming out the way they have been, and we could just tell that when we were losing a bit, they started to go quiet, and we just really want them to stay involved and stay engaged with us and just give them something to root for and cheer for and hope for. So we'll definitely do better next time.
I mean, obviously a real tough match for the Rise here today. Good battle early on, and what's really been the key to the starts for this team? In the first 3 matches, you win the first sets. What's kind of the message to really get the jump on your opponents here?
Well, I think we did not have enough long time to prepare physically and offensively against, but we started very well. We took the first set. I think the second and the third set, if we were more precise in the most important moments when we obviously had few match balls, game balls, we could win 3-0 and be already home. But obviously Omaha is a great team with a great player, so they made amazing touches and defenses in that situation, so they made it longer, and at the end well deserved for them. But I think we were far from our best play, so if we play our maximum, the score will be different.
So far, I mean, obviously just a few games this league, but what have you noticed different about this league compared to some of the other ones that you've played in?
Well, I think still, because it's a new league, we can see some things that are not perfectly working. Some timeouts are too long when we challenge some rallies, which is a little challenging for all of us, because it's you stop, you play, you miss focus sometimes, but everyone is working very hard to fix this, and we give them the time to make it work. But I think all the teams have great players. Everyone is involved in doing this very well, and by the end of the year, it will look completely different from now. It will be competitive, and hopefully we will fill the gyms and the crowd will be happy with what we are doing.
Absolutely. Even in a losing effort tonight, what did you like about your team and the way they were handling it out there when you guys were down?
Yeah, I think we had a few moments where we went down, but we were able as a team, fighting non-stop, to come back and still be able to compete for the set. So not so many people, not so many teams can make that. And I am very proud of my team. I think this is where you can actually see how strong a squad is, and we are, and we will show it next time.
You take, getting a feeling that this loss has made you a little bit angry. You're going to take that into the gym tomorrow?
We have a day off, thank God, because we are a little tired. We had Atlanta game, now Omaha, then we will be back on Sunday with Atlanta, so we need a rest a little bit. It's not about, it's always, never nice to lose at home in front of your people, so just a little sad, of course, after a lose, but I think we will take our notes and we will just be better next time.
Coach, first loss in the history of the Rise. Obviously not the way you wanted this one to end tonight at home here. What are your initial thoughts on the match today?
It was a well fought, long match that just took. I mean, it was blow for blow, and it was just really an exciting match. But we learned a lot about ourselves and things that we want to go back and work on, and how we can improve from here.
One thing that this team has done really good so far this season is getting out in front early. You've won the first set in each 3 matches so far. How does that, where did that come from? How did you really lead like that?
I mean, I don't know if there's anything like, some super secret or anything like that. I just think that our team executes well. They make good decisions, and I think, they're just really good, solid volleyball players. So we appreciate that, but we, as we look at this match, we're going to say, hey, we didn't have everything go our way. What are we going to work on, and how are we going to improve ourselves for the future?
Sure. What did you like about what your team did when they were down?
I love the fight. I love the fight. I mean, we were down in that last set and quite a bit, and we clawed our way back, even though it looked like we were so depleted after going the distance in those 2 and not coming away with the win. It could have been easy for our team to just roll over and die, and they didn't do that, which shows character and fight and grit. So I love that part of them. I think there's plays you'd want to get back, things that we didn't, close out in those 2 close ones, and maybe the things we didn't do to close out that last set. But certainly a lot to work with here, and we're going to get back at that to get ready for our next match.
Sure. What can you say about the fans here again? Another good turnout.
It was a great turnout. I was really impressed. I thought the energy was good. Really loved that interaction. So the staff did a great job here getting everything ready for this match.
When you look back at this match, they had 7 set points in the second set and then 5 more there in the third. What's the message going to be for the team to try to close out those opportunities? Because obviously it could have been a 3-0 sweep for you guys.
Well, we'll take a look at that, right? We'll take a look at it, and I don't think it was for lack of trying. I mean, they had that many set points or match, set points as well, right? So it went back and forth, back and forth. I think we all had them, and we came up with big swings, and they came up with big swings. So it wasn't as if we. They just ended up with a point, the last one. But we'll take a look again at what it is that maybe we're a little deficient at, that they were picking on a little bit more, and make sure that we shore that up before the next set or match.
Is it, after having those 2 long sets, is it hard to keep the team spirits up for the 4th set?
Yeah, I do think that was hard because, you really fought for those to come away and not have either one of them was tough. And I think you saw that at the beginning of the next set. We were a little slow in starting, but the fight is kind of, you saw that because that's the people that we are, right? The people, they just said, you know what, we're not going to do this. We're tired, whatever. That took a lot out of us. I mean, it was a tough battle, but it was like Rocky, we decided we were going to come back. And so they kind of clawed again. And I just give our team a lot of credit for that. And yet we still didn't come away with it, but it was their night tonight, and we'll see them 3 more times, and we're going to make sure that we're working to improve that.
I know this is a really new league right now, but is there anything you really like about it, don't like about it? Like what's going on with it?
Oh, I like it. I think there's a lot of good volleyball there. That was a well fought match. I think you saw some amazing rallies. I mean, if we were to go back and look at just some of those longer rallies, it was amazing. And I think that the crowd is excited to see how we played and how the team, how the Supernovas played and how this went. You can't go away from this saying it wasn't great volleyball. So knowing that, we're looking to continue to grow. And, Orlando beat Atlanta tonight, so you're showing that there's some more teams that are really, really good. And it was a 5-gamer. And, so it's a lot of parity, and you're going to see a lot of great volleyball. So.
And And obviously you got a lot of time off here, much deserved after 2
That's
matches.
not a
over
lot
this.
of time, hon. We're playing next Sunday, but okay, yes.
But it is.
But yes,
But it is Atlanta again, and you know,
Yeah,
obviously you know
yeah.
what you had to do to be in the last time. What are some things that you're going to look at?
Well, you know, when you get the game tape of a team and they get to look at you, you look at them. Now you start to figure out tactically how you can go at it differently, and so I'm sure Atlanta's going to look at us and we'll do the same. But you know, get a little rest, you know, and then get our bodies back because we need that, and then kind of really just chip away at different things.